Okay, guys, you guys know my whole thesis on all of this. Iran, everything is that this all comes back to the city of London. And yeah, Moody, you're right. Susie Wiles does have breast cancer. That came out today too, guys. So we all need to pray for Susie, who, despite a lot of that's been brought out about her, she's actually done an incredible job for President Trump and our country. But anyways, I believe this all goes back to the British Empire's quote unquote city of London. And the city of London is the financial center of the world. It is the leftovers of the original British Empire. And they no longer are physically in London, physically in UK, even though there is a city of London and physically in London. It's a square mile, has its own laws, just like the Vatican does in Rome. But these people who are part of it are spread out all over, mostly Europe. They're all over the place. And it's why they control the EU fully and so on and so forth. And it all comes back to them. And it took me years to wake up to this. It's just years of going down deep research rabbit holes, coming up to dead ends after dead end over and over again. And then finally it clicked when the city of London, when I came onto that. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. Their hands are in everything and they just seem to be everywhere. Well, Brian Cates says a lot of people don't think the British Empire exists anymore. But City of London's done all kinds of dick moves to assert its authority over Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and others. Crown didn't even bother holding another fake election in Canada. Trudeau. But here's what I want you guys to listen to. Just this 2-minute clip from Promethean Action. I love these ladies. I'm not going to lie. Sometimes they can be a little boring to listen to, but they're so smart. And so I can live with the boring. But just listen to this 2 minutes. She describes what's going on right now between Iran and City of London very well.
This isn't, as we have emphasized over and over again, about Iran per se. It is about reshaping the global strategic environment, which is what Trump is doing. So far, think about it, he's united the entire Gulf arena and Israel into an anti-Iranian, anti-fundamentalist, anti-dark age, which is really what the Ayatollahs represent, perspective. China has come out in the last 24 hours condemning Iran's actions against its neighbors and condemning Iran. That's the first. A UN resolution passed condemning this whole thing with Russia and China abstaining, all right, which is a very, very big deal. So all of the actual support they thought they had is evaporating, and we're in an irregular warfare situation, where communications become essential. And you have to factor in that the British and that entire alignment of press organs are on the other side. If you listen to some person's, on the one side, you got Fox News, who's parading deliberately in your face every single war hawk in the world. So that's not a channel you can look to. And then the liberal press is just ridiculous. They might as well be a propaganda organ for Iran. So that's where I think the war stands. And at the same time, the war itself has driven off the front pages a huge development here in the United States concerning 10 years of treason against the President of the United States coming from our intelligence community. You might think that you know this already, but I'm going to tell you right now, you really don't. And we'll get into this a little bit later as we get into the broadcast. So that's where I would like to actually end the...
So good. If you're not listening to those ladies, what are you doing? Go listen to them. I actually think their best stuff is when they go do interviews on other places, because when they do their videos, they're actually a little scripted. So I just don't think they're the best quality, but they are always very interesting and knowledgeable. And then this broke it down really well too. And I just wanted to show you guys this post right here. But breaking down Iran because it's just so important to understand this stuff. But Iran is not an insolvent pariah state. Iran's a primary source of unhedged liquidity for the shadow banking system. London is the hub. Tehran's the offshore battery. IRGC energy credits are not sold. They're swapped for Vostro credits and the mid-tier Omani banks. These credits get bundled into collateralized synthetic obligations. They hit the London repo desk as high-quality collateral to back short-term loans. Without this 24/7 inflow of dark energy-packed paper, City of London's leverage ratios collapse. I'm not going to read the rest of it because you can tell it's long here. But here's the point. Trump is in Iran not just because of nukes. That, my friends, is just the easy answer to get us in. Now, it's all about City of London. This is their financial place. They've been in there since 1913 or 1918. I can't remember the exact one. I think it's 13. 1913. Remember Lawrence of Arabia? Yep. That's actually part of the story of London getting its hands into Persia at the time. And then later became Iran thanks to Hitler because they wanted to celebrate Aryan, which is Hitler's Übermensch, superhuman, Austrian, blue-eyed, blonde-haired. The Superman is Aryan, and Iran means Aryan. So that's just been a dark chapter in Persia's history for the last 100+ years. And Trump's undoing that. He's undoing that. And you can see how they've been running their money from it. And again, I'll remind those who are watching at the beginning, the City of London, this is the first war since World War II, after World War II, that the UK has not joined with us in and supported us in. How crazy is that? And now you know why. This is bringing down the system. And Trump's trying to tell us. And this is why all the influencers are getting exposed right now, because this is their final battle. Now, it's not the final battle in the sense they won't keep fighting after. It's the final battle in the sense that once Iran's taken out, their leverage is so incredibly diminished that all they have left is to try and survive so they can come back someday. And that's it. But their empire as it is now is gone once Iran's gone. And the rest of the fight will be eliminating them completely. They'll still have assets here, but once this money dries up, they no longer have a foothold anywhere that can truly hurt us or truly can keep that money flowing. They'll still have the Commonwealth, New Zealand, Australia, Canada. But guys, none of those places are threats anymore. They'll have no military threat anywhere. And their money's going to be drying up like crazy. So what Trump's doing is so much bigger than what anybody's telling us. And again, the messaging is everywhere. In fact, and this is the last post I'm going to share tonight. Yesterday, we got a huge delta from Q. March 15th, 2019, 7 years ago. Dark to light. Well, guess what? The U.S. debt clock posted yesterday. Paradigm shift, dark to light. On March 15th, exactly 7 years later to the day. That, my friends, is not a coincidence. That, my friends, is messaging telling us that what we're seeing is exactly what we were told was going to happen if we kept fighting and didn't give up. And now we won. 2024 was the win. Now we have to keep our foot on the gas to see it through. And this, my friends, we're watching incredible, incredible stuff right now. We are in history. We are winning, and we are going to win all of this and get the best. Best is yet to come. Let me just put it that way. We're seeing the end game. This is the end game. And you wonder why they're going all out to try to ruin Trump over Iran. Well, now you know. Now you know. Because once you see this, guys, you cannot unsee it. 7 years to the day. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. So something's going on. And by the way, why the debt clock? Because guys, that's exactly about the financial system, which is what this war really is. So pretty crazy stuff. So anyways, listen, love you guys. Please please subscribe if you enjoyed the show tonight. Really appreciate it. Hit that hype button if you got it.